Hello, Andrew Lynch here from Andrew Lynch Golf, and today I'm going to show you why you don't have to be Superman to change a golf grip. So here I have one of my old and trusted favourites. It's a Golfsmith 3-wood. It's got the carpenter steel face, and I just love this club. It's got a Pro-Light pured shaft, and so the grip that I got, one of the grips I got from Golfsmith actually, because only cost 99 cents, and it was a really good grip. It's starting to go hard, and which is kind of funny in itself, isn't it? Because this is 99 cents. This one is a Pride, Golf Pride, $11.40, one of those grips, MC4 Plus. But this is my 35-year-old Spalding driver, which has the Spalding grip on it, and that is as soft as the day I bought it. It's been to 2 continents, used a heck of a lot, but it's like, feels like the same the day I bought it. So why? This is a question because I can't find the answer. Why is this grip still perfectly okay after 35 years? Yeah, this one is toast after 2 years. And to be quite honest, I've not used it for a little bit, so it's probably toast after a year. So, questions, please get back to me on that one. So, we're going to change the grip. First things first, you don't need a lot. I've got standing knife with a hook grip. Please, for the love of God, don't use a straight blade. It's a great way to cut through the fibres of the shaft. The shaft has only got so many layers of graphite, and the biggest composition of any shaft really is the glue. So if you cut into the shaft, you basically weaken it. So use a hook. This is what they taught me at Golfsmith when I went on my training courses there. Hook, and I usually to one side, and I always make sure that I actually just take a little grinder and kind of, if there's even a kind of sharpish edge, I take that off. So blade under there, straight off. That is about that. Now, this grip, as you can see, is going to come off in sections. That's how old it's got. So I'm not going to bore you with the details of taking this grip off, which I'm doing as we speak. And so I'm going to peel away at that. When it comes to here, so you can see the actual tape underneath. I'm going to not even use a heat gun on that. I'm a little bit old-fashioned. The problem with, certainly would never use a flame because again, you melt the glue, the shaft is toast. A heat gun, as in a hairdryer, for the tape, is not a bad idea, but keep it moving if you're going to use it. Don't let it stop in one spot for too long. Keep it moving and just warm it up, and then it will soften and it will definitely come off a lot easier. I'm going to do this the old-fashioned way, just a bit of a time. So I'll come back to you when I've got the grip off and the tape off. So, see you in a minute. Hello! Okay, so I did time myself 2.5 minutes to get the tape off, just using my fingers, and the grip off. Because this one was just sometimes they just kind of stick themselves, because you see this is very brittle now. So the grip is off. So now we're down to the just the bare components. We've got no nicks in our shaft, thank goodness. Nice pured sticker still on there. And what other tools do I need? Well, there's 2 types of tape you can use. This is what we started with, and it's a pain to use because you have to basically feed it. It's only like 1/2 inch wide, and you have to feed it round the shaft. And if you leave a gap, you can end up with a grip that feels ridgy. It just doesn't feel right. It actually ridges up the shaft if you get it too far apart. So after years of using this, but you just get used to using it, they finally decided, hey, why don't we make wider tape? So this is actually an original roll of Golfsmith tape, double-sided tape, and it's just so much easier to use. If you're going to do it, get this stuff. It's about 2 inches wide and one strip is just put on in no time. So how do we put it on? You can see I'm sat down, it's not a physical job. Get your grip, put it up against your shaft, golf shaft, and put your thumb there, and I just start about 1/4 inch up from the end of the club. I've already pre-cut them because that's what you do on a cookery show. That's not a cookery show. And then start it there, put it on. You can see reaches to the end, push it down and just work it round with your thumb like that. Then it goes on, piece of cake. Now the only bit you might have trouble with is I start with my thumb. I haven't got nails, but I just pick off that piece there before I just smooth it on down. So that's on. Just tuck it in. If you're doing a steel shaft, I usually cut it about 1/2 inch long and I fold it into it to seal the end of the shaft to stop air getting in because the chrome work isn't as good inside. So graphite, don't have to bother, but with a steel shaft it'll be a little bit longer and I fold it over to seal the end of the shaft. So that's the first one, and you can just check it again if you want, make sure you're okay. Yeah, looking good. Now, depending on what type of grip you're playing, whether it's a standard, mid-size or jumbo, you can still put extra wraps on. I like, with a standard grip, which this is, I like 2.5. So I'm going to put another wrap on. Start it in the same place, put it up. If you notice it's not, I've just put it in a slightly different position so that line, it doesn't again, I'm overlapping that line. So then push that on again, just before I pull this over, I peel off that layer, smooth it down onto the golf shaft. Now, this kind of like 4-inch piece, I like to take out a little bit of the taper on mine. So I basically put this at the end. Again, I'm going on the centre line again, so I don't have a big old line. So that's on there. Push that round. Take the grip off. Double-sided tape off, and there we go. That is now ready for the grip. So, all I need for this is my grip. I want to make sure the end hole is clear. Yes, it is clear. And just make sure of that. Prodding down here. Yes, it is clear. And now I haven't got that expensive kind of grip solvent. I've got barbecue lighter fluid. I've used petrol. I've used WD. Especially if you're going to set them overnight and I'm stuck. I use WD. But I'm using this and pushing this to one side. Yeah, it's really strange putting a grip on to a camera. It's the first time I've ever done it, and it's like, it's harder. So, undo top, basically. Fluid inside. Didn't feel a lot going there, a bit more. That's good. up and down that. Then over here, I use the back because I can reuse this. If I collect it, I can reuse it. That hole is a little bit blocked up, so I just and this is where just slip that on there. You see, it's a slippery little sucker, but it will go on. Put my foot over that. And push on. Now, in this position, what I do is I'm going to line up this notch and this notch so the grip is square on. And it's not far off. And that is one perfectly fitted grip. Just make sure you've got no play at the end. I haven't. Nicely fitted, no tape sticking out the end. And that is one fitted golf grip. So I always do mine the night before I'm going to play. Same in this case. If I was playing, because I'm still on lockdown here in Barbados, golf courses are not open. But that's now a nicely fitted grip, taper taken out, 2.5 wraps, and as you can see, I did it all while being sat down. Don't need to be Superman. You can save you a huge amount of money because you can basically buy your grips from a discount place. If you want to spend a lot of money on Golf Pride, fair enough, that's what you like. For me, I really, it was sad to see Golfsmith shut because they really made some great grips at cheap prices. But I'm still trying to find someone to replace them. But that's how you do it. You can see the tools you need: lighter fluid, Stanley knife, pair of scissors to cut the tape, a bowl borrowed from the kitchen, and that's about it. Grip fitted. So again, keeping it simple, that's how I do it. So you can regrip your golf clubs on the cheap, at home, during the lockdown, ready and raring to go for when the courses are open. So from Andrew Lynch, take care and get back to me why that Spalding grip has lasted so long. I'd love someone from Spalding or something to tell me why. Take care for now. Bye.